Now, when I heard this idea, I said, aren't there free dance videos on YouTube?
Yes, there are.
And then you educated me. Let's educate the audience as to the difference between the dance videos I did with Mahalo back in the day,
Sure.
which got millions of views and made us low thousands of dollars.
Sure.
You're making close to $1 million a year, I think, off of subscriptions. Show us how it works.
Yep. So we are STEEZY. We create online dance classes with some of the world's best instructors, mostly based out of LA and focused on hip hop right now. But our goal is to teach any dance style that you can think of. So our users are constantly requesting things like ballet, tap, jazz, salsa, even shuffling and twerking.
Jazz?
Yeah.
Kidding. I'm ready.
What
What about ballroom dancing?
You want to be a teacher?
I would be the teacher. Okay, so you're starting with hip hop.
Sure.
And to my point, how is it different than going on YouTube or whatever, TikTok, and learning a move on there?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different problems with YouTube tutorials. Obviously, there's just so many out there. They're very, low quality. You don't know who you're learning from. So we want to be the trusted resource for dance.
Okay.
And we've also built a very unique video player that breaks down the entire learning process that makes it really easy and fun. So for example, as dancers, I started as a hip hop dancer. And so I really understand like how classes work. And so the video itself is mirrored right away. So it feels like you're following on a mirror. You can, switch views. So you can also, learn from any angle that you want.
Got it. So you just went from the front view to the back view.
Yep, exactly.
So I guess when you're recording these, you're recording from multiple views.
Yes.
But it happens so instantly and snappy. That's pretty cool tech.
Yeah. So we built our own custom video player. When we were trying to figure out, what is the right product to build, we looked around, didn't see anything that we liked. So we just decided to build it ourselves. Just like in a dance class, everything is broken down into moves. So YouTube tutorials are typically like 3 to 5 minutes, but we tell the instructors to really walk through move by move, just like you were in an actual dance class. And, in classes, you always want to ask questions, repeat things, review. So we break down each class into these reviewable sections so you can always click back and review as much as you want. And we also built this really cool looping mode that you can repeat each section like over and over as many times as you want. So you can really practice and drill. That's like one of the main selling points of STEEZY.
So if I'm trying to figure out how that flossing works,
yes,
the dance from Fortnite, I can loop just one little segment of the floss and figure it out.
Yep.
Oh, that's super helpful.
Yep.
And how do you make money?
We sell subscriptions. Surprise. We are $20 a month or about $120 a year. We're still trying to figure out, the right pricing model to really scale the business.
Yeah. And I think you came to the incubator, had 50, 60,000 a month in revenue?
Yeah, we had 50,000 in revenue.
Yeah. And now you've been building out a studio. We invested, I think, $750,000.
Yes.
Or that? No, maybe more. The syndicate did 750.
Syndicate did 750
across 73 investors. So on average, 10K. That's pretty high. So people felt some conviction. Tell everybody, what was the process of going through the syndicate like?
Sure.
Walk them through it.
Yeah, so we joined Launch Incubator. We met a bunch of different investors all throughout the program. Met a bunch of really great syndicate investors.
How many investors do you think you met during the 12-week Launch Accelerator program?
Wow. Definitely more than before I joined. I think it was like 40 or so, 50.
Yeah.
At least.
Back then we were doing 5 a week.
Uh-huh.
So 12 weeks, 60.
Uh-huh.
Now we do 7 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we bring now 5 or 6 of the syndicate members.
Yep.
So then you meet all these investors. What happens next?
Yeah. So right when we joined the program, you already were very convinced we could be the next calm.com. So it was very easy to get all the investors together. We did, syndicate. We presented our deal memo, launched out to the email list, and then we did a webinar. And then
how did the webinar go? What kind of questions did you get? Were they good questions, basic questions?
Yeah, they were good questions. Just like the typical smart, savvy investor questions that we would get asked, and we would just answer them all together. And then it's a very easy process. Yeah. Yeah.
And how much did you raise total?
Total, we raised $3 million. You guys actually co-led the round with your friend Dave Samuel from Freestyle.
Dave Samuel from Freestyle, yes. Which is a great firm here. You met them through the program.
Yep.
They put in half the amount of money we put in half. So I think we maybe did. What did we do from our fund? 250, 500?
500 and
500.
then 750 from the syndicate.
Yeah. By the way, that's our biggest investment to date from our fund.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
We know you're going to make it happen.
Sure.
So now you go from being a bootstrap startup
Mm-hmm.
to having over $2 million in the bank. Is that right?
Yeah. 3.
3.
Yep.
How mind-blowing is that for you to wake up one day because you were living essentially what, month to month, quarter to quarter?
Mm-hmm.
How much runway did you have typically?
In the beginning of 2018, we actually only had 2 to 3 months runway left, and then we got to cash flow positive and joined the incubator.
Got it. So you were not sleeping at night in the first half of the year.
Not at all.
You wake up a year later after going through the launch accelerator
Sure.
and you got $3 million in your bank account. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and I'm still not sleeping.
And you're still not sleeping, but it's because you're so enthusiastic, not anxious.
Sure. Yep.